We just watched a scene from My Cousin Vinny, and in that scene, we see the courtroom experience. You see an attorney questioning a witness and how the questions go and what's transpiring. And as attorneys, three attorneys sitting here, when we're in the courtroom, I like to know the questions that I ask. I really like to know the answers before I get the answers from any witness. And here in that scene is not what's taking place. He's asking questions that he thinks he knows what the answers are, and he's totally wrong. And that could derail your case.
You were 50 feet away. You made a positive eyewitness identification, and yet you were not wearing your necessary prescription eyeglasses.
They're reading glasses.
Yeah, that's a great point. You only ask questions that you know the answers to. Typically, cross questions versus direct questions, you typically can't ask yes or no questions, or you can't lead the witness.
On cross-examination, you can.
Yes, you can. So, typically with certain questions, direct examination, you can't lead the witness. You can't push them to make an answer that you think is going to help you. So you ask open-ended questions, but you definitely want to know the answer before you ask that open-ended question. And in this situation, the guy asks about the eyeglasses, not realizing that they're reading glasses, and kind of sounds like a buffoon up there. But luckily, my cousin Vinny gets up there and completely destroys the witness on the stand. Just to put his credibility into question, which is the main aspect here. Right.
When you viewed the defendants walking from their car into the sack of suds, what angle was your point of view?
They was kind of walking toward me when they entered the store.
And when they left, what angle was your point of view?
They was kind of walking away from me.
So would you say you got a better shot at them going in and not so much coming out?
You could say that.
I did say that. Would you say that?
Yeah.
Because it's a criminal trial, right? It's a murder trial, and so what you're looking for is to cast reasonable doubt, right? And if there's reasonable doubt, you cannot find someone guilty of murder or any other criminal crime. And it's first of all, it's My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
It is one of the greatest legal movies of all time.
Full disclosure, our
videographers who are all
yeah.
seem to be under the age of 30. None of them have seen the movie.
Shame
which is
on them. Hope
it's a
this
travesty.
Yeah, travesty. Anyway, keep going.
Marissa Tomei just looking
Oscar winner.
Oscar, jeez.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, it's beautiful.
But there's a lot of interesting legal situations going on there. I mean, you've got Joe Pesci basically lying about his credentials in order to be a lead, defense attorney.
Which he pro-hawks in because he's not licensed in that state.
Right. Well, what's pro-hawking in?
Pro-hawking in is when you find an attorney in that state that's licensed to practice, and you pretty much use their license to practice law in that state with them looking over you. Like, we have counsel from Texas that pro-hawks under our license in the state of New Jersey, and we're supposed to monitor the case and make sure that they're following the rules and procedures of the state law or federal law. In this case, he says his name is
Greg Gambini. No, it's
no. Vincent LaGuardia Gambini.
Yeah.
No, his name is Jerry Callo. Callo.
Yeah.
That's what he says. His name is Jerry Gallo. The judge catches him. Then he says, not Gallo with a G, Callo. C-A-L. Anyway, so again, a lot of legal issues here, whether or not he's even able to practice law. And the judge puts him on blast. He says, you better win this in the next 30 minutes. Right. Otherwise,
we got problems.
And
by the way, he, I don't know why I'm totally blanking on his name, but in the movie, Judge Chamberlain Halla.
Yeah.
And a great actor.
Yeah.
And it was just great in that role. You're talking about a little courtroom down in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And they're
Alabama Slammer.
And they're going after these two New York, guys, an Italian gentleman and a Jewish gentleman, not probably getting the best shake of things down in Alabama. And I think that's part of what the movie was about. Obviously, it's a comedy, right? You're not getting too deep into these issues, but, watching Joe Pesci do his thing up there, and a lot of good questions. You have the whole scene with the old lady with the glasses and the thicker glasses and how thick the glasses are, and he takes the tape measure and walks all the way around the court.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Yeah.
Let the record show that it's hold up
Your
2
Honor,
fingers.
Please.
By the way, that might throw out the case right then and there. That witness is gone.
Yeah,
that witness is gone.
And it was really, him doing that, right, being very demonstrative as a defense attorney is something when you're a defense attorney you have to resort to in a lot of cases to show that what the prosecution is saying either is incorrect and that there are holes, because your whole job as a defense attorney is to poke holes in the prosecution's case, and you poke enough, you have reasonable doubt, and then you win your case.
Yeah. How many? What's this on the screen here? Dirt. You know, how many bushes would you count here? You know, so he
Trees.
does.
No, trees.
Trees. Yeah.
Trees.
And what are all these little green things on the trees?
Leaves.
So he pokes holes in the prosecutor's case throughout. I will say one thing: try to wear a respected colored suit in court. Don't wear a maroon tuxedo
Or leather jacket with a bolo tie.
Yeah, leather jacket with a bolo tie. Even if you're going to the judge's chambers pre-conference or pre-suit, definitely don't fall asleep. Right during the trial. Definitely don't disrespect the court, because this is what really is going to hurt you. But all in all, with a criminal trial, you have to sway the jury. And like Josh had mentioned, depending on how the jury votes is whether or not you're going to get a guilty or not guilty verdict here. So, holes everywhere. Vinny is absolutely amazing in this movie. You three, you better watch this movie tonight, or else you get all fired. But anyway, nothing better than the two Utes seeing My Cousin Vinny. Let us know your thoughts on this movie. If you're a lawyer, what are some holes in some scenes? Did he follow legal procedure? Were they no? I mean, I would. By the way, I have a Cousin Vinny. Go figure. Let us know your thoughts on My Cousin Vinny. Best legal movie out there ever.